Welcome to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. I am Paige Bamgboshe Roethlisberger.
Hi, everyone, and I'm Naomi Bamgboshe.
And this is the Bamgboshe Happy Hour Pop Edition. How are you, Mom? What's up?
I'm fine, sweetie. How are you?
I'm good. Just enjoying the Olympics. We just had a really good race. What's his name? Quincy Hall just took home the gold in the 400 meters. And we
All
also
right. Shout out to Quincy.
And we also have Gabby Thomas. She won yesterday. I don't remember. What was her race? Hers is a 200. She won the 200 meters. So I wanted to give her a shout out. And also
Okay.
Cole Hocker, right? Cole Hocker won the 1500 meter. I think from the USA.
I don't remember. I think so. I think
Yeah.
that was the name. I don't have it in front of me, but I think that was the name. So congratulations to all the medalists, and thank you so much. And we truly appreciate your commitment, your skills, your talent, and for entertaining us and making us proud. Thank you, guys.
Well, I really didn't know who we should give our toast to because there's so many different people we can give a toast to, but I think we need to give one to a special guy that is the new running mate of Kamala Harris. Is that Mr.
Yes.
Walz, right?
Yes, Tim Walz. Yes. Okay. All righty, let's raise our glasses to the team. To a special shout out to Tim Walz. Congratulations. Wonderful to have you on board and part of the ticket. And as our new vice president, wonderful to have you. It's just a pleasure to listen to you and hear you and sharing your enthusiasm and your commitment. Thank you so much. It's just a joy. It's just a joy. So let's lift our glasses to future Vice President Tim Hall, and future President Kamala Harris. Long life, prosperity, health, wealth, happiness. Salud.
Salud. Woo! Woo! Well, I have to take a half of one for that. I'll finish up the other half a little bit later on. All right, Ma. Of course, we're gonna get into Tim Walz a little bit, but I wanted to do an update on the Olympic medal count. We have the U.S. coming in at number one in everything that counts. The goals, there are 26 goals and 91 medals total.
Oh, whoa, yay, USA, yay, USA.
Number two, we have China with 24 gold, 62 medals in total, and Australia with 17 gold and 39 medals in total. But go US.
Oh yeah, and congratulations to China and Australia as well. But
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful USA, wonderful.
Now, before we backtrack and get more on the Olympics, we just wanted to talk. Well, I just wanted to say a couple things, Mine. I know you are very well informed and probably have more to say than I do. But I just wanted to say, guys, that Waltz, some of the things that he has done, he has banned the chokehold, introduced de-escalation training for police, established an independent board to investigate police officers who killed citizens, created a child tax credit aimed at reducing child poverty levels, in addition to providing the middle class with other state-sponsored protections for abortion, LGBTQ plus freedoms. And also, we'll talk about this a little bit later, they were calling him Tampon Tim. Now, I thought that was foolish, but the reason why they were calling him Tampon Tim, they thought that was an insult. I thought it was a compliment because he made sure that students had tampons in the bathrooms in schools. And many schools did not have tampons for the students, and we know that children,
so
teenagers,
thoughtful. Isn't it so wonderful?
yes, have
Absolutely.
menstruated. So,
Okay.
is there anything that you wanted to say about
Yes.
Walz?
Yes. I do want to say this one thing
Okay.
that I think is so wonderful, and I think it's just one of the best slogans we could ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Straight from the mouth of Tim Walz, and it's a wonderful slogan that successful people have lived by for years. When it comes to your personal rights and your personal freedoms, and this is something that the Democrats should embrace, and they do embrace, but many don't say it as directly and as succinctly, and that is, I love it. I'm going to say it every chance I get. Mind your own damn business. I love that slogan directly from the mouth of Tim Walz. Like I said, we've said it for years, all of us under different circumstances, but I embrace it personally and I love it. The value of minding your own damn business, also known as allowing people the right to choose for themselves how they want to live their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Mind your own damn business.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Not telling women what they should do with their bodies, what choices they should make, not telling people who they should love, how they should conduct their religious beliefs, and
Mm-hmm.
on and on and on. Straight from the mouth of Tim Walz has been passed down through years and the centuries, and somehow people are failing to realize how important it is to mind your own damn business. I love it. That's the slogan of the Democrats and progressives. Mind your own damn business.
I'm trying, Ma. I'm trying. Okay. All right, Ma. So Ma, I
If
love.
people would mind their own damn business, we would not have MAGA. If people would mind their own damn business, we would
Okay.
not have the repeal of women's right to abortion. If people would mind their own damn business, we
I
wouldn't have
agree.
people telling other people who to love. If people would mind their own damn business,
Okay.
we would not have groups telling other people how they should worship and whom they should worship and so on and so forth. If people would mind their own damn business. That is a wonderful slogan. Mind your own damn business.
And I
Let
just,
people have their choices. Let people have their options. Mind your own damn business. Their choices don't have to be your choices, but they should be their own choices, and they should be free to make them. Mind your own damn business.
now, Ma, I agree with everything you said. I love it. I must admit I didn't know a lot about Waltz, and the more that I find out about him, the more I like. So
Absolutely.
that's what I wanted to
He
say.
just made this speech in Pennsylvania yesterday.
Right.
Mind your own damn business.
I'm loving it. I did want to mention, another candidate that was a formidable candidate that a lot of people thought of. That's Governor Josh Shapiro, and a
Yeah.
lot of people. There's many different reasons why they said they decided not to go with Shapiro. But one of the other things that came up was this weird case back in 2011 in which he was, the Attorney General for Pennsylvania, and it received all this renewed attention. It was an investigation of a woman, Ellen Greenberg, a teacher who was stabbed 20 times, 10 times in the back. And the reason why it received all this attention is because under Shapiro, they doubled down on it and said it was a suicide. And many people would say, and us and I would say, I don't know how you would say, just from looking and not knowing all the evidence, that how you gonna stab yourself in the back 10 times? I don't think you can stab yourself in the back 10 times. Like I said, she was stabbed 20 times, 10 in the back, and they labeled it a suicide.
Yeah.
So,
It's highly suspect. Let me just leave it there. Let
yeah.
me just leave it there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's saying that his relationship with the fiance of Greenberg's family was a conflict of interest. And so there was some rumblings with that. So that's another thing that came up that people were looking at, against Shapiro. So my whole point is, guys, do your research on candidates, so you know who to support, who to vote for. Unfortunately, we had a couple of squad members lose their seat. Guys, just want everyone. No, Ma, I know you don't like what I'm saying, but I just wanted to say,
Not that I don't like what you're saying. Not at all.
people need to go. People just need to do their research and go vote. And these local elections are extremely important. Cori Bush lost her seat in St. Louis yesterday. Okay, and Bowman, I don't know, he lost his what is it, a couple months ago? I'm not even sure. So guys, please, like you always say, Ma, go vote.
Well, I'm not really sure what the issue is with that, because a lot of people may not, I mean, that's not necessarily a net loss, because in particular, Cori Bush is replaced by another Democrat, just a more centrist. It's not, and another person of color. So it's not like it's a loss to a different party or a different ethnic group, or I mean, I'm not sure exactly what the point is supposed to be about that, except that it's someone who may not be as what we would refer to as progressive.
Yeah, and we don't know, if you necessarily need to be or not. I'm not putting that out there
Right,
because
right. Well, I
you
don't
know,
want it to. When we say a loss, well, maybe a loss of a progressive, but not necessarily
of
a
a
net
Democrat.
loss to the party.
Right.
So we have to look at that. It's not like the seat. It's not
well,
like the seat was taken over by a Republican.
no,
Or,
I guess
or
my
MAGA
thing
or
is
something.
right. I guess my thing
Right.
is just to kind of do your research and to go vote and to pay attention to local elections, whether you,
Yeah.
because you may like Cori Bush, you may not like some of the things that she says, and maybe that's what happened. Who knows?
Right.
But just want
And
to
listen.
make sure
Yeah.
people
No.
vote.
Go.
Go
No.
ahead,
Go.
Mom. No.
No. Oh, all I was going to say is that, it's never that you are 100% in agreement with anyone, of course.
Right.
But what you do is you vote for the person who's most closely aligned to your own beliefs. And
Right.
that's it.
Right.
That's kind of what we all do. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So very important, just wanted to kind of put that out there. Okay. But I'm really, really feeling reinvigorated with this whole with Tim Walz because
Yeah. A whole new energy. A whole new energy, because everyone was feeling like, oh my goodness, my goodness. Why is there such a paucity of candidates in the Democratic Party? And we knew that wasn't right. It was just that we needed to, be committed enough and selfless enough and care about the country enough. And that's what President Biden did for us, to make that the necessary commitment and the necessary take the necessary action to make it happen, to move the party forward and to move the country forward, not backwards. Even backwards to a place that we've never been, which would be a total dictatorship. We've never been that, So, okay.
and I agree. I agree with you, Mom. I 100% agree. Let's move on to a couple of other things that are semi-Olympic related, but they're more so some just kind of Paris related. So, Ma, we mentioned before on the show, Mykala Skinner, who was a former teammate of Simone Biles. I'm not really feeling where she's coming from. She's pleading with Simone Biles to urge Simone's followers, to cease the online bullying and death threats directed at the former USA gymnastics star. I don't think that she was a star necessarily, Skinner, amid the escalating feud. I sincerely hope that this topic wouldn't have to be revisited, but unfortunately, things have really gotten out of hand lately. And, she was claiming that she and her family had been the subject of death threats. So to Simone, I'm asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this. Now, we know she faced backlash after, questioning the current American gymnastics squad's dedication, and comments that resurfaced following a cryptic social media post that when she said about lack of talent, lazy Olympic, that was just really ridiculous. So I'm just going to say, Mom, and you can go where you want to go with this.
Yes.
Don't put the blame on Simone. You put that out into the universe. You said a lot of negative things about your former teammates. It is not Simone's responsibility to stop a bunch of trolls from coming at you. We don't want anything to happen to you and your family, of course. That's not right. But it is not because of Simone. You said what you said. Not Simone did not say that. Simone did not attack her teammates. She did not say anything negative or disparaging about the people that she was competing with for her country. You did that. You did that. So
Absolutely.
I just don't like the way she worded it. I don't like where she's
Right.
coming from. She's very negative. With that being said, trolls have no business coming and at her with death threats. So
Yeah,
ahead,
if in fact anybody did,
right.
you know, because I'm looking at her sideways because, as you said, she started it. You know, it was unwarranted, unprovoked. You know, there was no reason for her to come with that criticism, and she knows how social media is. She
Right.
knows when you put it out there, it's out there for the entire universe to see, and you're going to get people that react all sorts of ways. And so this is, you know, maybe this is what's happening. I don't know that it's happening. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm not saying she's telling the truth. I'm simply saying I don't know. But she has to stand up and admit it that she started the whole thing.
Right.
And that's the thing about when you start it, then it goes wherever it goes. All is fair in love and war. Okay? And when I say war, I mean this is a war of words. And she started it. She fired the first shot. So now people are shooting back at her, not literally, but figuratively, of course, you know,
Right.
and now she's howling. Oh, tell people to say, I don't even know if you just doing all this to get attention. I really don't even know because you didn't have good intentions when you came out and made that criticism.
Right.
You know, you didn't have good intentions then. I don't know that you have any better intentions now. I don't know that. However, I do trust and believe that Simone is a professional and has too much to lose to be punching down at you. Okay? So, you know, Simone will only speak in fairness and equity and will not speak in terms of any kind of violence.
Well,
So
of course
I would
not.
say that. And Simone will not encourage her followers. She will discourage them from any kind of extremist and violent behavior. So it's no need for you to even say what you said because you act as if Simone is ignoring it or condoning it or whatever, if it's even true.
Right.
You know, there was no need for you to even make that statement.
Well,
I'm
that's
looking
my
at you
thing.
side.
My thing is that why would you put that out in the universe if you really
Right.
believe that there was some followers or whatever that was doing that? That would be like a one-on-one conversation that you would reach out
Right, with your former
to.
teammate. Right,
Right.
with your former teammate.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You
Don't
look
put
like you
that out. It's like you
Eric.
want
Yeah.
sympathy and
It's
you
like, yeah, you're trying to get that attention.
and
Yeah,
throwing
and you
that on
started
Simone.
it. And you
Right.
started it. You
Right.
know, no,
Right.
no. I'm not feeling you at all. You know, you didn't ask me if she was out of pocket, but I'm just gonna say out of pocket.
100% out of pocket. Speaking of somebody else, who was out of pocket, and at least I believe this. So we know that Simone Biles and Jordan Childs, they bowed down to Rebecca Andre, who won the gold medal in the floor exercise. Simone finished with the silver medal, and Jordan finished with the bronze medal. And a lot of people thought that was like funny and that was cute because we know Simone has won everything that she possibly could win. And you know, Rebecca, she got her gold medal in the floor exercise, and she's an excellent, competitor. So,
Yes.
a NFL player by the name of Marlon Humphrey, and I want everyone to know Marlon Humphrey. He's a pretty decent player on the Baltimore Ravens. He
I
jumped
hope
on.
this is good news.
No. He jumped onto X to slam Simone Biles and Childs after the two lost, in the floor exercise. And he thought that this is literally disgusting, is what he put on his post. Now, of course, many people came after him and told him pretty much to kick rocks and was in some more support of Simone.
I already summed him up. Go ahead,
And Simone said that, listen, I always support my competitors. I know how hard they work. I'm happy for people when they win and they achieve their goals.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, the GOAT said that, Marlon.
Right.
You don't even need to comment. You're not even on that level, okay?
Right.
Don't even go there.
But that's what it was. Marlon is getting his attention. Marlon is getting his attention.
Yeah.
It's doubtful that he'll achieve it on the same level that any of those have.
Well, he won't.
No.
It's too late.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say that, but okay. So
I'm sorry. That's not nice.
No, you don't need to be sorry. You're being realistic. Let me just say this. Stop. All attention is not good. Some people believe all attention is good, even negative attention, okay? All attention is not good. Why don't you just step out? I know you think you get more attention by saying something negative, okay? Why don't you just step out and say you are proud of those young ladies. They have done their respective countries proud.
All right.
Why didn't you just step out and give them their flowers, which is the truth and what they earn and they deserve? Why are you stepping out being critical?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Okay. Come on, young man. Learn, okay? Learn along the way, okay? Do it like a professional. Simone Biles is Simone Biles because I don't know what she does behind doors, and it doesn't even matter. I see what she does in front of the world, and it is lovely. It is wonderful to see. Okay? Right. She carries herself like a goat all the way around. Okay?
Right.
Because that's what you do. That's what professional sportsmanship is all about. You're gracious in winning. You're gracious in losing. You're gracious whether you're gold, silver, bronze. You're gracious if you don't medal at all. You're gracious.
All right.
Okay? That's what the GOAT does.
Right. Okay. So I'm in agreement with you, Ma. I have nothing else to add to that. Another GOAT. Now, I said another GOAT is in Paris and unfortunately had not such a great experience. Now, Serena Williams was not happy. She posted on X, she says, "Yikes. At Peninsula Paris, I've been denied access to rooftop to eat in an empty restaurant of nicer places, but never with my kids. Always a first. Hashtag Olympics 2024. Now, this is what she said. The restaurant was quick to respond with an apology and explanation saying, "Dear Mrs. Williams, please accept our deepest apologies for the disappointment you encountered tonight. Unfortunately, our rooftop bar was indeed fully booked and the only unoccupied tables you saw belonged to our gourmet restaurant, Le Something Blanc, which was fully reserved." Now, what are your thoughts on that? I'll let you start because I have a couple thoughts.
I don't know. I want to stay away from that. I don't know what happened.
Wait. The hotel said, "We've always been honored. We've always been honored to welcome you and will always be to welcome you again." So go ahead.
I don't know. No, I don't want to comment on that. I don't know what happened.
I want to comment on it.
No, I don't know if it was booked, if it wasn't, when she tried to book it, who booked it ahead of her.
I want to comment on it. If you don't want to.
I mean, this is all I can comment. I don't know. Should they have kicked somebody else out? I mean, I don't know. I don't think that they're trying to be racist. I don't think is that her claim?
She didn't say that. So. She didn't say it, but this is what I will say. It's Serena Williams. Doesn't matter. But it's race. It's Serena Williams. It's the Olympics.
Right.
She's won the Olympics before, maybe a couple times. I don't know. She's won gold medals. Okay.
Right.
I would find a way to accommodate her. That's all I would say.
I would too.
I would. If Serena Williams, and regardless of race, regardless, like if it was Tom Brady over there, if it was whoever, You know,
Right.
they may not acknowledge football as much, but we know they acknowledge tennis because she was the part of the opening ceremony.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't understand how they couldn't have found a spot for her. Maybe they would have had to say, Mrs. Williams, just give us a few minutes. We'll get something nice for you. I can't imagine.
I mean, is that the way?
That.
But here's my thing. I got it. I agree with you 100%. But here's my thing. Is that the way it went down? Did they just tell her they had nothing at all? Or was it that they didn't give her what she wanted specifically? Or what? I mean, I don't,
I don't have a whole lot of context. I'm telling you what she said. She posted it online, and that's what we have to go with. And we also go with their response was that it was fully booked. Now, someone else said that
their response sounds like it was BS. Their response sounds very bullshit.
Yeah. A lot of people just felt that it was Serena Williams find a way. And I know that's not nice to say, oh, somebody's entitled.
But it was Serena Williams what?
A lot of people feel that because it was Serena Williams, they should have found a way. I know a lot of people also think.
Well, a lot of people feel that way too.
A lot of people also
feel that way.
Listen, a lot of people also were like, oh, well, you don't want to treat celebrities of blah. Get out of here. Okay. There's another thing too, Ma, and let's be real. Celebrities normally spend more money in places than just the average Joe or Jane.
Right. Right.
And so that also, was part of it. I don't know. I just felt that someone who brought a lot of attention to Paris, to the just in general to the French Open and just and Serena's always in Paris. She speaks French. I don't get it. I don't understand. She's always been very respectful, as far as I know, of the country of France. So
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't sound good. It just doesn't sound.
Okay. Yeah. So
it doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So I'm gonna move on to a couple of updates now.
But there is a segment of France that has their MAGA equivalent to MAGA. Okay, you know that too. Everybody is not a liberal just because it's France.
Well, I didn't want to go there, but I will say I will say that my experience was great in Paris.
Oh, generally overall it is, but just like the United States, have some MAGA.
No. Yeah. Oh, yes. I've also had some people who were definitely MAGA, had an experience for sure. Tried to rob us, not rob us physically, but try to, take advantage of us with money and this, seem to be more of a Trump supporter. And I will also say that for all of that, there was one other person that I remember. I knew that they understood what I was saying to them in English, but they pretended that they did not understand what I was saying to them for whatever reason. They did not want to, and not just me, it had nothing to do with race, had more to do with, oh, look at these tourists coming here thinking, that particular person, because most of the people that I encountered were really nice and
okay. I don't know how this is, compared to anything dealing with Serena Williams, but good. Okay,
no. I'm just, because I'm saying that there's all types of people everywhere.
All types of attitudes, right?
All types, positive, sweet, negative, MAGA.
No matter whatever.
Extremists, all types of things. That
is absolutely true.
And I love the experience I had. I give it an A++. Okay? So we're not going there. All right? I'll leave it alone. All right, Ma. So just kind of like a couple of quick little updates. Zac Efron seems to be doing okay. He is back in the States. It looks as like he just, he dove and hit his head, and that wasn't good, obviously. But he seems to be fine. I hope he's okay. But he was out with his friends, although he had his head completely almost covered. It was just really weird. But he was up walking, and I
Do
guess
we suspect that he was under the influence when he dove?
very possibly that he could be, allegedly.
Right.
Don't know.
Yeah, that's usually when you bust your head open and carrying on. Right.
Well, hey, I'll just leave it alone. It
I
just
mean, you could be enough of a fool just to have an accident, but
yeah, he doesn't seem to show any lingering signs according to people.
Yeah. But
So
he's had a few strange accidents that most of us wouldn't have unless we were too high or too drunk or too something.
right.
Right.
Also, I know your favorite couple, J Lo and Ben Affleck. The issue with them now seems to be that they aren't speaking to one another, and that is what is holding up their divorce. They do have a prenup, but they aren't actually even communicating with one another, and
You
people
know what?
don't know
You know my true feelings about them?
what.
You want to hear? Just
Yeah,
let them go to hell, okay? Next, just let them go to hell.
well, they might. You know, I'm just saying. I
Just
hope they
let them
don't.
go straight to hell. They got their health, wealth, and everything more than anybody else, more than 99% of the people. Just let them go straight to hell, okay? Let
Oh,
them not speak. Who cares? Go to hell, Ben and J-Lo. Next.
okay. Larsa Pippen is back on the dating scene following her last split with Marcus Jordan. She seems to be, she's is 50 years old now. She seems to be dating Zay Wilson. Do you remember Zay Wilson? I don't know who, do you saw The Ultimatum? And he also was on The Perfect Match. He is definitely in his 20s. He's also turned to a country singer. So she seems to be dating him now, but from what she's saying, it doesn't appear to be very serious. She's dating lots of different people and having a good time.
Listen, if she will date Marcus Jordan, we know she doesn't have high standards. Not that there's anything wrong with Marcus, but
Right.
the whole relationship, the whole
Gotcha.
incestuous type vibe
I got
around the whole relationship. So we know she doesn't have high standards. She isn't very discreet. So just let her go wherever she's going.
Okay, and finally, before we get into a couple of other things, well, no, actually, I have one more. Lauryn Hill and the Fugees were set for a late summer tour in fall, but it was canceled 3 days before they were supposed to actually go on
It was canceled, or
the
they canceled.
tour. They canceled the tour.
They who canceled?
We don't
Who's
know.
they?
We think it's Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. We don't
Okay.
know if someone else decided to cancel it for them, but people receive their tickets, their refunds. From ticket
Well, that
holders
was good.
from Live Nation says your event has been canceled. A refund will be on its way to your account soon. Like I said, it was supposed to begin Friday in Tampa. And there
Right.
and there were 18 US dates in all. But they haven't canceled the ones that they have overseas. I don't know how many they have overseas, but they have some in Manchester and Amsterdam and London and Paris. And so far, those have not been canceled. But this is the third year in a row that Lauryn Hill and the Fugees tickets have been canceled. Any thoughts on that, Ma?
3 strikes and you're out. Let's play the ball game. 3 strikes and you're out. You cancel on me 3 times, you will not be canceling on me the
Would
fourth time.
you buy tickets to go see Lauryn Hill and the Fugees?
Nope. Nope. In fact, she should have canceled some of those shows that I saw. Okay? Some of the ones that I saw on TV, they should have been canceled. The ones where she showed up in a sheet, a blown up, a inflated damn sheet, and nothing sticking out but her head, and her head made up like a clown. Yes, she should have canceled plenty of them. And her very untalented, non-singing son, when people wanted to hear from her, and she showed up like a bozo in a big balloon, a big tent-looking chic looking, brightly colored, just clown's outfit, or more style, better styled and better shaped than the things that we've seen her in. Just looking like a complete damn loon. Not a big something that she was going to peel off and, you know, expose a outfit or something funny or creative or talented, but just looking like a complete lunatic. Forgive me for saying it. Not looking appealing, not looking sensible, looking and behaving otherworldly in a bad way, not in an entertaining way, and putting up a son whose voice is not nearly as good as his grandfather. What the hell is it? His grandfather,
Yeah, grandfather.
or yeah, or his mother's, and just with the Marley name, you know, just exploiting it. Not that other people haven't done the same. I think that Lauryn Hill and her son, but Lauryn Hill, I would imagine, is in control of this. I guess. I think they're doing a great disservice to the public all the way around. I think the performances are not good. People want to hear Lauryn Hill. You get a little bit, you know, 5 minutes of Lauryn Hill, and the rest of it is you know, a pretty mediocre, almost untalented son, who, like I said, is just milking the name. Not that they're the only ones who've ever done it, but that's not what people bargain for the most part. And you know, I got it. You know, I personally have no problem with her canceling her shows. I think they are not. I think she needs to step up her game if she's able to. I don't know. You know, I've heard all kinds of stories about her mental health and so on and so forth. I know she's looking strange as hell, and not in a good way, you know, because there's different and taking chances in a good way. But hers just looks bizarre and damn strange. And, you know, I feel bad for Lauryn Hill. I'm not happy when I see her. When I see her, I get sad, I get heartbroken, and it's just not good. It just, every time I see her, she looks more and more lunatic every time I see her. So that's all I have to say. I know that's a sacrilege, okay? I know it's blasphemy, but I'm saying it. And I like Lauryn Hill. I'm telling you what I see. That's what I see, and I don't think I'm the only one that sees the same thing, that sees that.
Well,
I
I
think other
don't.
people see the same thing.
I will say that you know, I'm a huge fan of Lauryn Hill's, but over the years, I really just have not, you know, really put much stock or had faith in, you know, seeing her perform live,
Well,
because
she's been singing the same thing over 20 years. She's been
yeah,
singing the same thing in like 25 years or whatever.
yeah, she's been singing, which is totally fine, but it's just kind of at this point, I
I
don't
think
think
she should
that.
have expanded her repertoire. I
Well,
don't think she should do that.
she 100% should have. But my other thing is that we've known that she's been late to a lot of shows. We know she doesn't show up to a lot of shows. So I don't really, you know, I feel like you take a risk when you purchase a ticket to go see Lauryn Hill. So you know, my heart
Absolutely.
goes out to her
Absolutely.
because I think there's a lot of things going on there. And then I don't know what's going on with the Fugees in general because Praz has had, you know, some issues, legal issues. So was was
Bronze, what
Praz.
even happened to Wyclef?
Well,
What
Wyclef, I
happened?
see Wyclef. I see him, you know, and her
Okay.
perform. Like he was at that
Okay.
was it not Coachella? Was he at Coachella? He was at
I
something.
don't
Yeah,
know.
pretty
Don't know.
recently, and he popped out when her son performed.
Okay.
So but I didn't see Praz. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. So you know, let's move on to just a couple. This is more of you know, I guess happiness, but I don't know you know, this is a different fan base. Taylor Swift leads the nominations for the 2024 MTV Video Music Awards with 10 nominations. Her and Post Malone comes in second with 8 nominations because most of them are in tandem, 8 with Taylor Swift. But then we have Morgan Wallen coming in, I think, and Ariana Grande and Eminem with 6 nominations, Megan Thee Stallion and SZA with 5. Lisa, who I don't know who Lisa is, Olivia Rodrigo, and Ted Swims comes in with 4. And for the song of the year, we have Beyonce with Texas Hold'em, Jack Harlow, Lovin' on Me, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso, Teddy Swims, Lose Control, and Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone, Fortnite. So,
Okay.
Congratulations to those nominees.
To all the nominees. That's right.
Yeah, I have not watched the Video Music Awards in a really, really long time. So, I guess that'll be interesting. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have as much interest in it anymore, right? The last time I remember seeing it was when Beyonce, and it was a whole Beyonce Taylor Swift thing. Remember back in the day?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
For single ladies. So
okay.
That was a while. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more fun. I don't know if this is fun, but there is a list from the LA Times that has the best vice presidents of all times in the US. And I will just start at, you let me know if you agree with this. I'm gonna start at number 13 because this person is relevant, recent history, which is Mike Pence. Now, I don't know. Now, when they say a good vice president, that means someone who, appeared to have be effective support, had an agenda, stressed policy. Those are the words that we normally hear when we talk about a vice president. So number 13 was Mike Pence. What are your thoughts on that?
Disagree. He was so bad. Trump didn't even care if they shot him. Nope.
Yeah, nope. I'm not a fan. Number 12, was Nelson Rockefeller to Ford. I don't know.
Okay, I will have no knowledge of that. That was before my time. Come on, daughter. That was hundreds of years ago. Well, maybe not hundreds, but a long time ago.
That was before your time?
Okay. No, please.
All right.
People, go ahead.
Number 11, Kamala Harris.
Fabulous. The first female vice president, and just fabulous.
Okay. I love Kamala, so I have nothing else to say about that. Number 10, Dick Cheney. Oh, hell no. For George W.
Dick Cheney, didn't he stay hidden a lot? But I you know what? Dick Cheney, I think he had a lot of power behind the scenes.
I think he was running.
Dick Cheney, and didn't he shoot somebody? Yeah, I think he did what they wanted him to do. Yeah, he did. Didn't he shoot a fellow hunter when his friends went? Either he got shot or he shot somebody.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well
now that was way before my time.
Born. No, right. Go ahead.
All right. Number 9, Richard Nixon. Okay. This is what Eisenhower. I just all that I know about Richard Nixon is that he sucks. Or he sucked.
Well, he was gentleman enough to get the hell out. At least he did do that. Out of office, so that was good. But he had more decency than Trump.
Well,
AKA Trump. He had much more decency. At least he left when he got busted in his stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm sure that they were good partners.
Number 8, Hubert Humphrey for Lyndon Johnson. I don't know.
I've heard that he was good. I don't know. This is all either before I was born or I was a child or something. I don't know. But I heard he was good. I'm serious. Don't you know that? Jeez, how old do you think I am? No, I don't know about that. Go ahead.
I don't know.
But reputedly, he was good. Go ahead.
Number 7, Harry S. Truman. Now that really was before.
Oh no! That really was no. But Truman, they say he was a very underrated president. They say he was much better than he got credit for. I heard that.
This is him as vice president, Ma.
Vice president too. I mean, just as a politician. Period. Yeah.
Number 6, Gerald Ford under Nixon.
Yeah, well, Gerald Ford, he did pardon Nixon. I recall that here and there. I would say he was very supportive.
Number 5, Walter Mondale with Carter.
Yeah, he was, but he was a little weak. I heard that he was a little bit weak. Yeah, and Carter was a very underrated, very good president. They gave Ronald Reagan credit for getting the negotiating the hostage release from the Americans from Iran, and it was really Carter who did all of that, and along with his vice president. I think he had the same. I think he was a little bit too timid.
Okay.
I think they had held the same similar beliefs, but I think Mondale was maybe a little bit too timid, from what I've learned from history and everything, because I was a child. Okay.
Okay. Number 4 was George H.W. Bush as vice president, Ma.
Yeah, I'm sure he was good. I'm sure he was a good vice president.
I was not a fan.
All right, come on, you came up with this BS list.
Because we're talking about vice presidents.
Yeah, well, you are talking about it. I'm only talking about Tim Walz. I'm not talking about all that old shit you talking about. Go ahead.
Number 3, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, he was good. Thank goodness he was as good, because he pushed through a lot of civil rights legislation after the assassination of President Kennedy, which I know through history. Okay.
Number 2, Joe Biden.
Excellent. A man of the people.
Number 1, Al Gore. Poor Al Gore.
Excellent. Excellent. A man of the people.
Poor Al Gore. He should have been
an intellect, a gentleman, and a man of the people.
And he should have been president.
Yeah, they stole it from him. You know that. The Republicans stole it from him in Florida. Yeah. They stole it.
Okay. All right, Ma. That's enough of serious talk. We can get into a little bit of Big Brother. We know there is a new episode of Big Brother coming on tonight.
Oh, listen. You know what? Wait, daughter. You know what? I want to just go back to something that we were talking about earlier.
Go ahead.
And that is Serena Williams. What I would say is this. I'm not sure of what all happened, but whatever it was, it seemed that they were not accommodating to Serena. There are people, all kind of people on the planet, okay? We all understand that, right?
Yeah.
There are some people who would take joy in refusing a person who they feel is entitled and powerful and accustomed to getting what they want. There's certain people who would take pleasure in feeling that they have the power to deny them something.
True.
You understand? There's certain people like that.
Very true.
So, and you run into them sometimes. If I was Serena, I would be like, okay, whether I was angry or not, I would be like, okay, I'll go to another restaurant, because you may be one of the good ones, but there's always somebody equal, some restaurant equal that will be more accommodating. And that's what I would do. I would take it like water off of there's no way I would be upset with them. I would be like, oh, I'm a surprise, but guess what? Nope. Right to the next restaurant. Next. And I just wouldn't patronize them anymore.
Well, I wouldn't patronize them. You know what?
I don't know.
You know what? But listen,
I wouldn't give them the satisfaction of thinking that I was that concerned with whatever the hell they did.
This is what I was thinking too, Mom, because I'm thinking like you got to be careful with giving people attention, because sometimes you give them attention and they're like, oh, well, let me go see that restaurant that turned down Serena.
Right. That's what they want. That's what they're trying to do.
Right. And so I would have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I was Serena, it would have been like water off a duck's back. That's the reality of it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Good. Guess what? Many other fabulous restaurants.
Right.
Bye.
Right.
I was in France. Come on. Okay.
Oh, please.
So that's it.
No, I got it.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. So let's just talk a little bit about Big Brother to wrap up the episode. So we know
Okay.
a new episode is coming on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time. And this is not a live episode, but it'll just probably recap everything for people who don't really watch the live feeds. And also for the people who watch the live feeds, let us know what's going on in the diary room and show us, you know, the actual veto competition, which would be cool.
Yeah, you know what, daughter? You are so right. I'm glad you turned me on to about those live feeds. They are all important because I'm telling you, certain things I got from the live feeds will impact how I vote. Because I am going to vote because I'm following the show.
So my
and I am going to vote, and I am very happy that you've been keeping me up with those live feeds because I have flipped my opinion about a couple of very significant people.
Okay.
Significant things that have happened. All the people are significant, but I mean, you know.
And I know where you're gonna go with one of them, but before you go with that, let me just, you know, bring everybody up to date right now. What's going on? Tucker won the power of veto, took himself down instead of he didn't take himself down. Instead of taking
himself down,
he took Angela down and replaced Angela with Mackenzie, aka MJ. MJ used her special power, which is the American veto, and the American veto is the American vote in which we will choose who will be the third nominee. Now, Cedric tried to stop Tucker from doing this, but this is what Tucker's plan was. He wanted to take Angela down and for Cedric to nominate Quinn in Angela's place because Tucker found out from chemo that Quinn has a special power, the HOH deepfake, and Tucker felt some type of way about it because Quinn hid it from Tucker, and so he was pissed and he wanted to take a big person out of the competition. But Cedric felt, look, man, I don't want to do this on my HOH. I don't want too much blood. People want MJ to go up on the block because MJ has a power. She used her power. She really can save herself.
She had the America's veto.
Right. So let's do that. That's the safest bet.
And let her use
and Tucker was like, hell no, I don't want to do that. And supposedly Tucker, even though Cedric told him don't do it, Tucker says Cedric didn't tell him not to do it. And so that I don't really like.
Tucker's lying already.
Yes, but Tucker had in his mind that he was going to do it. He didn't care. Cam tried to stop him.
He wanted to do it. Right.
He wanted to do it. Right.
Right.
So now he's in trouble because listen, if it's between him and Kenny, they probably will keep Tucker for whatever reason. Everybody loves Tucker. And I think he's entertaining. But if it's the third nominee, if it's Quinn, they probably will keep Quinn. Maybe not.
I don't know, because Quinn did something. Quinn did something.
He did something.
People looking at him, you know, they try to use this little silly term talking about it. Yeah. No, forget that silliness. Yeah. That's just a silly word.
But the plan is, as of now that we're talking about, is to try to get Kenny out.
Right.
That's the plan right now. But Tucker is the second.
Right. Okay.
So, Mom, go ahead and tell me what you're going to say about Quinn so we can.
Okay. I'm going to say this very quickly. I don't know how many people know it, how many people don't, and what's going on. I don't know how many people keeping up with the live feeds and all that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at Quinn sideways because other people are coming up with all these different strategies, just sort of how to move to save themselves. We got that, okay? Nobody is really doing anything outside of that. Some people like Cam are not even focused on that and seem just to be on there being a hound. But, okay, who cares? Put him to the side, okay? There's one person who was on there with a lot of power. Well, that power be over, what, the fourth week? This is the fourth week. They got to use
next week.
Power. Right, okay? Yeah. So that's going to be going. But they're moving in a way that will make me uncomfortable because people have gone so far, you don't know what kind of payoff they're looking for. Are they looking for fame? Are they looking only for money? Are they looking for both? How far they'll go? You don't know who you're dealing with, okay? You moved into a house full of strangers. Now you got somebody in there talking about they're a sleepwalker. they're a somnambulist. Okay, fine.
Good word, Ma.
I'm sure it. Yeah. I'm sure it exists. Okay, all right, because it's all of us here on the planet. Okay, but let me tell you something. I don't know what that means. And if I wake up day or night, it could be in the daylight, light of day, or darkness of night, and somebody just standing over me, and I'm resting, I'm waking up and looking. What? I don't know you. What you want? What you doing? Are you trying to what? You want to hug me? You want to sing to me? You want to caress me? You want to molest me? What do you want? What are you standing over me for?
Right.
You want to stare at me? Why are you standing over me? I understand you're sleepwalking. Got it. What does that mean when I wake up and see you standing over me? I don't understand it. I don't sleep with you. I don't know you intimately.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
You know, are you going to tuck me in? Why weren't you tucking me in? Why you just standing there? What is it that you thinking about?
You know, you see he grabbed her arm too, Ma. Did you notice that?
Oh no, baby. I understand. Oh no, baby. I don't know your intentions. I don't trust them. You are scaring me. I don't know that much about sleepwalking. I don't know what the hell about you. Okay? Guess what? I'm moving to get you the hell out of the house.
Oh my
Ain't no
gosh.
security. Ain't no security keeping you in your bed. They got the cameras. Will the cameras stay on while you choking me, stabbing me, dragging me out by my hair?
Right.
When will the cameras cut off?
Right.
When will the cameras cut in? What's going on?
Right.
You know, what am I going to be the guinea pig to find out how far this will go?
Right.
Woo, first time on TV, a real sleepwalker. Whoa. Ratings going up. Let's see. Woo. Oh, hell no. You won't be woo-wooing with me.
Right.
Okay? Because guess what? I'm gone. You decided to poison me, bust me in the head, drag me out the bed, choke me to damn death. How long does all that take? How long does it take somebody else to wake up and security to come get me? Who's, you know, what? Okay? How do I know? You might not kill me. You might do something that wounds me for life, injures me for life. Maybe you got some damn concoction hidden behind your back that you're gonna throw on me, pour in my mouth, in my eye. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what's going on. Because the craziest thing out of all of it is that I wake up and you standing over me and you tell me you're asleep. Okay? I don't know what that is. If you can function enough to get up and walk around and you have this level of mobility, what's going on in your brain? What part of you is sleep? What part of you is rational? What part of you is irrational? Oh, hell no. You getting out. Whatever I can do, I'm moving to get you the hell out. Okay? Or I'm getting myself out. Okay? Because guess what? I can't sleep comfortably no more. When am I going to sleep? Somebody going to stay around me and watch me sleep? Other people going to stay awake while I sleep and protect me? How can I rest? How can I relax? Oh no, you getting out. Are you joking? Why were you standing over me? Do you think it's funny? Are you really not a sleepwalker and you just using that? Is that funny to you? Are you trying to scare me? No, you crossed the line with that. Whether you can't help it, whether it's deliberate, whether it's strategic, you crossed the line with that. You crossed the line to where I can no longer trust your judgment. I don't know what that is. And guess what? Nobody else in that house knows what that means either. Nobody in the house knows what that is. Do they have locks on the door? Don't they share quarters with each other? What the hell is going on?
Right.
Nope. I don't care what they do. For me, I'm getting Quinn out. And if you think, they're so brave and this and that. Let me tell you something. Being brave and being unafraid does not make you safe. You can be as brave as hell, but you still subjected to everything that a cowardly person is subjected to. And in real life, at times, all of us are either cowardly or brave. All of us.
It's a game, but it's real people.
Well,
that's
that's the part of it.
Right.
That's the part of it. It's a game, but that's me, and that's him standing over me. For what? What does that mean?
It just seemed real crazy. I was just like, what?
See, how much am I willing to step out? You know,
Right.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. How much of it is a joke? How much of it is innocent? How much of it is he responsible for? How much of it is Big Brother Productions responsible for?
Right.
What the hell? You've seen people get killed on TV sets, on movie sets. People have been killed. You know,
I don't think they would let it go that
whatever.
far.
Listen, it's not. Listen, it should have never went any far with it. How about Alex Baldwin? Okay, what is a real bullets even doing on the set? That's ridiculous.
All right.
What?
Ma, please.
You know, I'm just saying. I know I'm going far, but I'm saying to you, Big Brother is going far. That's dangerous. They need to call in production and pull back on that. They need to get that.
Production is seeing it.
Well,
it's not like
that's why I'm telling you, got to protect yourself, because nobody else in there is protecting you. And if you think somebody else is protecting you, then the joke is on you.
I'm surprised it went that far. I'm surprised.
Well, how far will it go?
Here's the thing. But Ma, can I also say this too? We got to be careful about. I'm glad that we're seeing it, because you don't want it to be where they hide things. Where the feeds keep off and on, and we can't see what we can suspect this.
But guess what?
Glad that we're seeing.
Yeah, but hey, daughter, what about this? We already know they hide stuff. We just happen to see that. We don't know what they have hidden. They hide stuff. They have fights and arguments. They hide from us all the time.
Yeah.
They hide stuff. We already know they hide stuff. That's what I'm saying to you. If we saw that, what the hell did you hide? What did we not see?
Right.
That will come out eventually.
Right. Okay. Well, Ma, let's just go through the contestants, and then we gotta go, because this has been a longer one than we've had recently.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
All
right,
so
Ma,
I'll give
you what I have
quick sentence on Cam. I'm gonna start with Cam, because I know you're going. I don't trust Cam. Don't trust him. Don't like the game that he's playing. Go ahead.
Giving nothing but what we used to call back in the old days when I was a kid, a cockhound. That's all. Giving nothing but cockhound.
What is a cockhound?
Looking for sex. That's all.
Gotcha. Chelsea.
Kind of smart, kind of ambitious. At least good insights, if not great, good insights.
I like Chelsea.
Overall.
I like Chelsea. I think Chelsea's pretty smart. I think that she needs to be a little bit careful, because people are starting to see that she is smart.
Right.
And
she's a little bit trusting, because I think she's basically a good person. So she's a little bit trusting. So she's got to, be careful. Yeah, absolutely.
Cedric. I'm going to start with Cedric. Cedric definitely is smarter than he appears, because he's just young. Not that he looks goofy, but he's just really young. The only thing I'm going to say about Cedric, man, you're very timid. I need you to be a little bit more aggressive. But go ahead, Mom.
Cedric doesn't want any blood shed while he's HOH, and I think that's going to hurt him a little bit. I think he's maybe a little bit too nice. Yeah. I think he's just a little bit too trusting. Yeah.
How about
Cedric? But Cedric, I think Cedric, like you said, is smarter than we thought he was. Smarter than his age would imply. And I like Cedric, but just a little too trusting. So Cedric, be careful as well. Okay.
T-Core, Ma. Go with T-Core.
T-Core is trying to go with whoever she thinks the juice is with. T-Core is all over the place, and she's just playing. T-Core, to me, is just playing to win. However, T-Core will make alliances that she feels are really the strongest. That's what I think about T-Core. I think she likes chemo, but I think she doesn't think she can go very far with chemo.
Yeah.
So I think she'll flip the script on chemo.
I think T-Core is fine, but I'm not excited about her in general as a contestant because she, she wants to she says she wants to make moves, but she never makes moves. She never seems to come up with a plan to make them.
Behind.
Right.
Yep, she'll stand behind the person making the moves.
Right.
That's what I say from T-Core.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though she says she doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Angela, I'll start with Angela. Over the top drama. Oh,
absolutely. Angela is over the top drama, but one thing I think I discovered about Angela more recently,
right.
I think Angela is not as afraid as she was when she came. I think she was doing a lot of that hostile stuff because she was real afraid. Mm-hmm. And I think Angela is actually enjoying her stay in the Big Brother's house. Yeah, and I didn't think that so much in the beginning. Now I really think that. And I think she's bonding. I think she's bonding more with the people there, for real. And
I'm okay with her staying a little bit longer. At first, I wanted her gone, but Angela brings a little bit more drama to the show.
Me too. Yeah. Me too. And she's not as nasty as she was in the beginning.
No. And I was okay with Lisa going, no disrespect.
I was fine with Lisa going. Lisa had very poor insights, gave very little, and Lisa was damn annoying. Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, Tucker, I'm going to say this about Tucker. I'm going to get in trouble because I'm a married woman. But
Tucker's attractive.
He's kind of cute.
Tucker's attractive.
Something about him.
Tucker is damn attractive. Yeah. And his wildness and his unpredictability and his vulnerability. To me, Tucker is very vulnerable. Yeah. He's very open with his emotions and he's attractive.
And it's funny because Tucker goes, 100%. Tucker likes Rubina, and I think that's really cute. He's not attracted to Leah. Leah is, all trying to be with him, which I don't understand how Leah is so into Tucker when she says she's a chubby chaser. How was that? Why did that happen?
Oh, listen, she left part of that off. She's a chubby blank chaser.
You're right.
Okay? Exactly. A chubby chaser, okay?
That's it. But get back to Tucker. Not only is he cute, and I like his energy. I wish he wouldn't have just done what he did, though. I don't think. I still don't think he's going.
But Tucker is also reckless. Yeah. He's a little bit reckless. Yeah. So that's just part of it.
Who he reminds me of? He reminds me of like a James Dean,
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler, and that's probably about
better. Yeah. I got you. I got it. I think he's attractive as well. I think he has great sex appeal, great sexual energy, chemistry, whatever. Yeah. He has that thing about him. Yeah. Now, I don't want Tucker to go home either. I don't want him to really leave yet either.
Yeah. No. Okay. Quinn, we know how you feel.
Whereas Kimo and Quinn, they could hit the bricks.
Okay. Good. We know how you feel about Quinn. We don't even have to go there. Listen, I try to give Quinn the benefit of the doubt. I think he makes the show exciting, but I also could do without him, if that makes sense. Like if he's not on the show, I'll be fine. But he's a little bit entertaining. But if I was there there and he did that to me, I would want him gone. I would not be comfortable. So that's
two words for Quinn. Good hair. That's all. He's got a head full of nice hair. That's what I want about Quinn. I'm looking at him sideways in every other aspect.
100%. Chemo. Yeah. Oh, Chemo. I like Chemo, but
Chemo quit that damn crying.
He's in love with Tucker.
Every human being is supposed. Yes. Everybody knows that. Everybody's, cries and, over different things. Chemo, every time some damn body look at you, you're crying. Right. You're looking for sympathy. You're looking to be consoled. What the hell are you crying about? It's all just a game. People have gone home and everything else. And in the end, everybody's going home except the final winner. So just, come on. All that crying and stuff is damn annoying. Please.
Okay, Joseph. Joseph, I don't want to say he's my least favorite because he never did anything to me as you know that I can say, oh, I dislike him, but he never did anything on a show that makes me like him.
Right. Joseph, I had that, full disclosure, I had a preconceived negative notion of Joseph from the very beginning. Okay? From early on when I saw Joseph's mustache.
Right.
Okay? And I just felt he fell right into whatever you feel about people with that type of mustache.
Right.
And it's what I refer to as a Nazi looking mustache, although it's probably that exactly. But that's what it brings to my mind. And Joseph, he, has not been really bad to that extent, of course. But I have not liked his personality. I have not cared much for Joseph. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's just I don't know about the mustache, but something about it just
Well, something about that mustache and his personality, they go hand in hand. Now, I do actually like Kenny, but I'm like production. I'm tired of Kenny with all that I want to go home nonsense.
Yeah, and they told him.
I don't get that anymore from him either.
And according to him, out of his own mouth, they told him he better shut the hell up because if he says that again, he goes home without his money, without his stipend, because they're getting a stipend for
right. And he's not on the show. You knew what it was when you came on there. They didn't pull any tricks on you. They did not deceive you. They told you what was up and you agreed to it. So now, no. And people have been watching Big Brother. Anybody who goes on the show has certainly seen it before, and you know what it is.
He said that the reason why he got his second wife that he has now is because she was a Big Brother fan and he started getting into it because of her.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
come on.
So you're a big fan as well. So now you don't get a free pass when you come on there and start complaining every minute, saying you want to go home like you're a kid. Right. So no.
To me, it would be fun. I'd be nervous, but it would be fun. Okay.
Well, whatever the case is, he's got to honor his commitment, not hollering every minute he wants to go home.
Since we talking about Kenny, I'm just gonna say, like you always jokingly say, a fool. That's what Kenny is, a fool.
Yeah. That's behaving.
Rubina, listen, Rubina seems like a sweet lady, but Rubina to me is not playing the game
enough. Rubina, she's hiding. She's kind of back, laying in the cut, not coming up. Maybe because she feels a way because she's little and petite, and maybe she feels her voice is not heard as much. But her voice is heard equal to everybody.
Did you see when before the show came? Well, I guess the show came on, but before she got, in the Big Brother house, I'm loud. I'm the biggest personality you're gonna hear.
Yes, that's funny. I recall that. I distinctly recall that, but that's not, her behavior belies her words.
Nah, she's not
what she said, but that's not what she's doing. Yeah, absolutely.
And she's too scared. She's too worried about this and blah blah blah.
Right, and when she talks, she's whispering, talking to Brooklyn or something like that. Whispering here or there. No, she's not standing out. She's not standing out. Not yet.
How about Leah? Leah her game is flirting and not even doing a good job about it.
Leah is on there, trying to be just what do you call it? Down low, I don't want to say too much, but she's really just trying to manipulate by using her
sex appeal,
her feminine wiles. Yeah.
Right.
She's trying to be like an undercover hoe. Okay. That's pretty much what she's trying to be.
I got it. Yeah. Well, she says that's what her game is flirting, but to me, it's not. She's not doing a good job with it because who used to do a good job with flirting? That's Janelle. Janelle used to do a real good job of flirting, but she would win competitions. We get it.
Right. Right. Leah is not doing anything but just making herself look like she's getting recycled a bit, whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have Brooklyn, who I think Brooklyn is playing one of the smarter games. I think her and Chelsea, but I think people really will gravitate toward Brooklyn because Brooklyn is older than Chelsea and she's
Right.
and I feel like people come to Brooklyn and they
do. And they talk to Brooklyn. Right. Right.
Yeah. And I think she's playing a good game and she's from the DFW area. So we'll see how far our mama goes.
That's right. Shout out to Brooklyn. That's right.
Then last ma is MJ.
Well, MJ has been sort of feeling good because she had her little superpower there. I don't know what MJ's game is going to be now that she's lost that. I think her power is going to be running around brown nosing, running around trying to snooze up against everybody. I think that's what I'm seeing from her.
She tried to get into having an alliance. I know she tried to bring on Chelsea. I know she tried to bring on Tucker, Cam. I forgot who else, but she didn't want Leah. And Leah was her friend at the beginning. So her and Leah kind of they're not really getting along.
Well, I think she fell out with Leah when Leah started lying about, was it Leah or Lisa who was lying about all the way back to the thing with Matt, because it was just the three of them that went for Matt, that voted to keep Matt in. So I don't know.
Lisa lied about the Matt.
Lisa lied about it.
But Leah turned against MJ and said she's not really like MJ, like her, she's the one who started turning away from MJ. And Leah also she turns away from people quite often. She's turned away from Quinn, which I can kind of understand because Quinn had a thing for Leah. But she gets into her mood. She talked bad about Cam. Oh, I don't really like Cam.
But she seems to spend a lot of time around Cam.
She spends a lot of time with Cam. Yes.
For somebody that you don't like. I don't know.
Well, she gets around more other people and says she don't like them. And has said that she likes Tucker.
But you know what? I didn't hear Tucker say he liked her.
He said he does not like her at all.
There you go.
Not his type.
There you go.
Likes Rubina.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how it goes.
Okay. I need you to tell me 3 things that made you smile.
I'm going to give you 4. The sun, the stars, the moon, and I'm enjoying the hell out of the Olympics. I hate to be redundant, but that is real. I am really enjoying them. I just feel such a sense of happiness and pride, for all the athletes. So, I'm enjoying it. And like I say, congratulations to everyone, because to me, it's huge. It's really huge.
I'm enjoying the Olympics, number 1. I enjoy my big brother, and I'm excited for a little getaway for the weekend.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. A wonderful getaway is coming up real soon for you. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. We'll be doing another podcast before you go away. I'm pretty sure.
You'll be doing
okay. All right, sweetie. So good for you all. Good for you all.
Anything
you and hubby going away?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Just local, but a few hours away. So
I got you. Oh, fabulous. Okay.
Anything you want to say, Mom, before we go?
Yes. I want to tell everyone, please be safe. And, no drinking and driving, like I always say. The other thing I want to say is volunteers, stay away, get involved, and let your voice be heard. That's it, guys.
Okay. I love it, Ma. Like you said, stay involved. We'll be back real soon, guys. Thank you so much for continuing to listen to us. Follow us on whatever your favorite platform is at the Bamgboshe Happy Hour, and also All Things Pays You. We're back to uploading our episodes on YouTube, guys. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll have some news for you coming soon. I'll be quiet. Other than that, be safe, stay cool. It is 105 right now.
Oh, lovely.
So stay cool, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.